Solutions is brought to you by First Hawaiian Bank.
All right, half a day, everybody. Welcome back to KUAM News Extra. Now, as you know, every other Monday, we bring in one of our friends from First Hawaiian Bank to talk about various aspects of the financial game, and who among us couldn't use those these days. So with me now for this week's Financial Solutions is our good friend, First Hawaiian Bank Vice President and Sales Manager, Mr. Jose Garcia. Jose, welcome back. And I must tell you,
me back.
Yeah, certainly, you're always welcome here in Harmon. I had to look down because your title is just so long, and you do so many things for the bank, but very, very well earned.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so we're talking today about loans, and I would say here, you know, from a very early age on Guam, you know, we're taught that, you know, like if you're going to go out and get a car, or, you know, you want to try and go to school, or you want to maybe take a vacation and everything and get a loan. But loans are actually a little bit more broad than maybe most people maybe give them credit for, pun intended.
Exactly.
So what is the best way to borrow?
Well, like you said, it depends, right? Mm-hmm. But just for example, what I could say is if you happen to have a lot of debt, you know, a good thing to do is to consolidate. But first thing, you know, the trick is to manage your debt instead of having your debt manage you. So you got to come up with a sound plan. Mm-hmm. And we have a simple 3-step plan for somebody who happens to have a lot of credit cards. And like the first thing you can do is to tackle it is list it all down. You want to list all the debt you have down, all the credit cards, the interest rate and all that. Second, you want to see how much income you have to pay your bills. So you get your income, subtract out all the debt, then you arrive at disposable income. With that disposable income, now you know how much more you can apply to start in that situation to reduce your debt. So which leads to the third thing. The third thing would be to go ahead and start tackling your credit cards. You want to start with the highest interest rate card. Let's say, for example, you have 5 cards. If you have 5 cards, you pay 4 of them, the minimum amount, and the last one with the highest interest rate card, you apply more until you pay it off. Mm-hmm. And the key is to get rid of your cards. So as you get rid of them, the key is you really need 2 cards because a lot of us have too many cards sometimes. Mm-hmm. So the key is 2, your favorite card, your First Hawaiian Bank card, and a second card, just in case your favorite card doesn't work or something's wrong with the magnetic
Very good
strip.
plug, by the way.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true salesperson. Yeah. Okay.
So just, you know, in that situation, that, you know, that would be one thing you can do, and we have people ready to help with that too. So that's that to try to answer your question there.
Sure. Now, with the exception of maybe a home loan, because those are always like the most technical and the most time-consuming, and you know, there's the most paperwork goes into like any home loan. When I first got into the workforce, you know, I was selling computers, and you know, back then it was still like maybe a 1 or 2 day process to actually go through the process of getting someone a loan. These days, the process is much more streamlined, and if people usually apply for simple loans, vacation loans, and everything, they can usually find out in a few hours. So, how fast is the process?
Again, that depends if you're ready to apply with everything. If you could apply and get all your paperwork together, whatever requirements ask for, you could get everything in 1 day, and within, you know, give us a good 24 hours to evaluate it, pull credit, and then evaluate it. We can give you an answer the next day. And at times, if people are in a rush, if it's an emergency, we could try to do it the next day. Mm-hmm. But again, it depends on if you're complete with your packet. So yeah, and that's for like an unsecured personal loan versus a secured loan, which is tied to collateral like real estate. Of course, that's a longer process. Mm-hmm. And again, there are different rates too. So with the unsecured loan, you have a slightly higher rate, and with the mortgage loan, you would have lower rates. Mm.
And you can get loans these days for all sorts of things. I mean, if you want to go somewhere, you know, like I said, you want to buy a computer, you maybe want to get that big 52-inch plasma display that you may not have enough, you know, money in your account for these days and everything. I mean, there's loans for everything.
It's credit cards. A good thing is our pay any day loan for that type of purchase. You're going to buy goods for your home, TV and all that. You want, you know, ramp up your media room and your TV, like you said, your big screen. You know, you can spread that out over like a 24-month period, right?
Okay.
So to make it affordable.
Sure.
We can help with that. So yeah, the sticker price, you may get sticker shock. Oh wow, I'm gonna spend $8,000 on something. Yeah, how am I gonna pay for it? Well, you can get a 2-3 year loan, and you know, bring down the payment, make it affordable. It's a win-win.
Okay, so we got about 30 seconds left. Real quickly, after you've already accrued debt, talk really quickly about consolidation and everything, and typically what can First Hawaiian Bank do to help, you know, people consolidate their debt?
Well, first of all, we have our 3 branches on Guam, 2 on Saipan, and we have personal bankers trained, ready to help you with your loans, and they're like your financial consultant. So the key at First Hawaiian Bank is to find solutions to try to get you debt free. And again, there's savings there, you know, and great time to borrow because it's a good rate environment. For personal loans, you have good rates in the 6% range, and then for mortgages. They're they're lowest in the last 40, 50 years. So it's a good time to borrow.
All right. Well, Jose, thank you very much for your insight again, and we greatly appreciate everything First Hawaiian does right here on Financial Solutions.
Oh, thank you.
All right.